Hi, I'm Pattu from FreeFinCal, and in this video, let's discuss what is FIRE or financial independence and retiring early. There are many misconceptions about financial independence and early retirement and financial freedom. Many people comment about without fully understanding what these ideas mean. So let us understand the difference between financial independence and early retirement. What is financial freedom? What is financial independence? How do they differ? And what does early retirement actually mean? And is it something that people think about of sitting jobless, doing no work, or is it something else? So let's discuss what these concepts are. Only when you truly understand what these ideas are will you recognize that everybody needs to aim for financial independence. And it's not just some people who are, the guys who save a lot of money and who are very frugal and invest 70-80% of their income and so on. Only not just those guys. Financial independence is a universal goal. I think it should be a universal goal. So let's get started. So what is financial independence? So let's define it. If you have enough money to handle day-to-day expenses of your family, their short-term, long-term goals, tackle inflation, that is increase in expenses due to inflation, you can handle emergencies like hospitalization, etc., then there's no need for you to work anymore. That is financial independence. When there is no more need for you to get up and go to work, that is financial independence. When I say enough money, it means that your assets alone, excluding your spouse's income or net worth, your assets alone should be able to run the full family. That is financial independence. You cannot say, I am financially independent, but my spouse is working and we are using part of our income for handling X and Y expenses and so on. That's not financial independence. A single person's assets should be enough to run the full family. That's financial independence. Again, let me reiterate, there is no need for you to go to work. That's financial independence. What is early retirement? So, if you are financially independent, that is not having any need to go to work anymore, and if you choose to leave your job to explore other options, whatever those options are, you have retired early. Please recognize, you have not retired from work. You have retired from the need to work. There's a big difference. Early retirement means retirement from the need to work every day. Early retirement is not retirement from work. An early retiree can work part-time, can work full-time, can work time to time because they want to, not because they need to. I hope you can understand the distinction. Right? So, early retirement simply means that there is no necessity for you to go to a job anymore. You can still continue to work, you can still continue to be productive, you can still continue to be useful to others at your own pace, at your own time, whenever you want to, because you want to do it. Or you can do charity work the whole time, you can explore the world the whole time. Many people think, oh, early retirement is a very bad idea. If people retire, they'll fall sick immediately. You can't sit at home and do nothing. They will die of boredom and so on. That's just stupid understanding of what early retirement means. You are retiring from the need to work. Most of us need to go to work today. That need is gone when you become an early retiree, or when you achieve financial independence rather. You can work, or you don't have to work. Of course, people who are aiming for early retirement or who are aiming to quit their regular job should first have a plan about what they want to do and so on. That's a different matter. That much I accept. But you cannot make general comments saying that early retirement, the whole concept is a waste. People will become bored and they'll become unproductive, they'll fall sick and die and so on. That's just nonsense. More clarifications. You can retire early only if you are financially independent. So, retiring early, that should be RI, not F, sorry. Retiring early implies, so RE implies FI. Retiring early implies financial independence, but financial independence need not imply retiring early. You can be financially independent, but there's no need for you to retire early. Like in my case, I'm financially independent, but I don't need to retire early because I love my job. So there's no need to do that. The second thing is, what is the difference between financial independence and financial freedom? You don't need to make a distinction, but if you want to, there can be a way to do it. So in financial independence, you are free to do whatever you like for the rest of your life. You can choose not to work, you can work part-time, you can take a break forever, whatever. It's all possible. You can do whatever you like for the rest of your life. When you're financially free, you're free to do whatever you like for short periods of time. That is, you can take a mini retirement. That is, you can say, oh God, I'm tired of this job. I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to learn a new skill and then start working in that area because I like that area. So you can take a break for 2 years, learn something, get yourself a degree or learn privately and get some experience and then start a new work. That's a mini retirement from regular income. So that's financial freedom. You can take short breaks, but you can only take short breaks. Financial independence implies financial freedom, but financial freedom does not imply financial independence. A person who is financially independent can take short breaks or long breaks, but a financially free person does not have enough money to take very long breaks. They can only take short breaks. That's what it means. I hope it doesn't confuse you too much. Just pause the screen and have a look at it. Financial freedom has got several benefits. That is, if you're tired of your job and if you want to start something new, or you have a secondary income coming and you want to take a break for a few months or even a couple of years, you want to energize, you want to go on a holiday for a month even it can be just a month. You can just go on a holiday to a country for a month and explore it. And then you want to start working again. So you take those short breaks. It will really energize your mind, your body. You'll feel so much better, so much more productive. So those are called mini retirements. You can take that. So if you're financially independent, like I said, you can take as many breaks as you like. But if you're financially free, you only have enough money to not work for a few months, let's say 6 months or 1 year or 2 years and so on. If you're searching for a purpose in your life, or if you're trying to listen to your calling, then financial freedom or mini retirement will work well. If you know what you're going to do full time and you want to do it forever without worrying about money, then FI plus RE, that is FIRE, will work well for you. So you can choose whatever you want. So in financial freedom, the corpus necessary is much lower than financial independence. In financial independence, you're looking at trying to live without additional income for 30, 40, 45 years. In financial freedom, you are trying to live without an income for anywhere between 1 month to 1 year to 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and so on. They're much shorter periods. So financial freedom is a lot easier to aim for. But in financial freedom, you have to work again each of the beginnings. So how do you take those mini retirements? Increase the amount you save each month. Have about 30% equity and 70% fixed income allocation. Remember, do not go overboard on equity because you need that money to be safe. Once you have a corpus for, let's say your annual expenses X. Once you have a corpus equal to 5 times 5X or 5 times that, including health insurance, premium, life insurance, etc., school fees, etc., everything. Then you can take a break for at least 3 years safely. So you have to plan for like that. I have tools for doing this. You can do that. I have a tool linked right below. A very simple tool. There are 4 tools next to each other. Very simple ones. You can try that. You can use it for financial freedom as well as for financial independence. Creating the corpus is the easy part in both situations, but figuring out what you need to do in that time that you take that break is very important. So unless you have a clear plan, don't think about all these ideas. There must be something in you saying, I want to quit this work and I want to learn something new, or I want to explore an avenue. I want to try a startup. If it doesn't, I will give the startup 3-4 years. If it doesn't work, I will go back to my regular job because I'm already skilled. That kind of a situation. So you must be having a clear plan. To achieve financial independence and retiring early, again you must invest as much as possible. Do not go overboard on equity. You can use the robo-advisory template linked below to find out how create a financial independence plan for you, and early retirement. You can find out how robust it is. Whatever money you already saved up, how robust it is. You can validate your the strength of your corpus. Then being frugal is important. Whereas not spending too much money is important, but you cannot count on that to be retired early. You have to use low returns and high inflation assumptions. Use a real return of -1% or -2% just to be on the safe side. If such assumptions mean that you cannot achieve financial independence, well, then you cannot. I mean, I don't want to write the nonsense that these financial independence bloggers write in the US and misguide you. If such assumptions means that you cannot, if you use -1% or -2% real return and you cannot become financially independent because of the amount you need to save and the purpose you need to achieve, then you cannot achieve it. That's life. So suck it up. So prepare for the worst and pray for the best. It's possible. Financial independence and early retirement is possible, but please aim for a low-hanging fruit. Aim for financial freedom. Take mini breaks, see how it works, and then you can keep investing more and more money, and then find out how much you need for retiring early, and then aim for that and go forward. So do check out the two calculators in the description box. One is the 4 simple retirement calculator tools. They're extremely simple tools, just 3 inputs, and there are 4 of them next to each other. The other one is the robo-advisory template. Do have a look at them. If you want me to make a video on how those 4 tools work, I will. I think that would be a reasonable idea. Let me see. So do let me know if you have any comments on this. What are your plans for financial freedom and financial independence? Do share, and thank you for watching as always. Bye bye.